In a surprising and unexpected turn of events, Harris Faulkner has just dropped a major announcement that has everyone talking. Known for her poised and powerful presence on Fox News, Faulkner's recent revelation concerning her colleague Kayleigh McEnary has sparked both excitement and curiosity. Is McEnary embarking on a new venture? Is there a shift happening within the network? The buzz is palpable, and Faulkner's message has sparked a wave of intrigue. Stay tuned as this breaking story unfolds, revealing an important update that could reshape McEnary's career in unexpected ways. McEnary's potential Fox departure. Kayleigh McEnary concluded a press conference with a statement that left the room in stunned silence. Growing visibly weary of the repeated questions about the Confederate flag, she pivoted to what she saw as a more urgent concern: the surge of violence across American cities. She highlighted the recent shootings in New York City and the tragic death of an 8-year-old girl, her voice resolute as she called for action to restore safety to the streets. "All Black lives matter," she declared, her tone unwavering. From her anchor desk at Fox News, Harris Faulkner watched closely. "That was quite the mic drop," she later remarked on air, signaling the impact of McEnary's words. It was a striking conclusion to a press briefing that touched on some of the deepest fractures in the country. But while McEnary's words echoed beyond the press room, behind the scenes, rumors began circulating that this might have been one of her final appearances at Fox News. Whispers of her potential departure have created an air of uncertainty, not just about McEnary's future, but also about the direction of the network itself. Could her strong statements and high-profile appearances at the podium be a precursor to a new chapter in her career? If McEnary indeed steps away from Fox, the impact could ripple across the network. Many are watching Harris Faulkner, a steady presence who has become a trusted face for viewers during volatile times. As one of the network's most authoritative voices, Faulkner may find herself playing an even larger role, especially as Fox News navigates a time of potential transformation. Fox News, long known for its revolving door of personalities, has seen its share of transitions. But if Faulkner ends up being the one to break the news of McEnary's exit, it could point to her emerging as a stabilizing leader at a time when the network might need it most. As Fox navigates its future, Faulkner may carry the mantle of maintaining the network's trusted voice, all while it competes in an increasingly fragmented media environment. This isn't just about McEnary or Faulkner, it's about the future of Fox News itself. As the dominant player in conservative media, Fox has built its success on its ability to tap into the heartbeat of its audience. If McEnary's rumored departure is part of a strategic pivot, it could indicate that Fox is reconsidering its approach to stay competitive in an industry that's changing by the minute. To retain its hold on cable news, Fox may have to expand its reach without losing its core conservative audience. If McEnary's departure is a signal of that shift, it could mean the network is softening its tone to attract a broader viewership. As Fox potentially evolves, it could spark ripples across the broader media landscape, particularly in conservative circles. McEnary, a staunch advocate for right-wing ideals, was a powerful voice at the network. Her exit might cause others to question how Fox will represent conservative values moving forward. Smaller outlets, eager to fill any perceived void, might take the opportunity to step up and grab the attention of the conservative base, becoming even more vocal and aggressive in their messaging. In this scramble for influence, the audience could be sliced thinner, with loyalties divided among multiple platforms. It's like cutting a pie into too many pieces. Eventually, the slices become too small to sustain everyone. In the fast-moving world of political media, figures like McEnary don't just speak for themselves, they carry the weight of entire ideologies. As another election cycle looms on the horizon, her rumored departure may quietly shape how conservative ideas are broadcast on Fox. Whether the network tempers its rhetoric or leans further into it, the impact will be felt across the media landscape, influencing how other outlets contribute to the national political conversation. Media personalities entering politics. Rumors suggest that Kayleigh McEnary's potential departure from Fox News might not just be a career move for her, it could reflect a bigger shift in how politics and media intertwine. People are speculating about her next steps. With her deep experience in both arenas, she may be in a prime position to shape conservative thought, whether that's in front of the camera or behind the scenes. Some are guessing that she might dive back into politics, possibly joining a campaign or even launching one of her own. Others wonder if her media savvy could lead her to build a platform, perhaps a podcast or a blog where her voice could reach millions. Either way, her exit from Fox is seen by some as a turning point, signaling that she might be ready for the next phase. This decision could hint at broader changes within conservative media. As the media landscape rapidly changes, the boundaries between political players and media personalities appear to blur. Some politicians become pundits, while pundits might find themselves entering the political arena. McEnary exemplifies this shift. She's been both a political figure and a TV personality, and now there are whispers that she may circle back to politics. Individuals like McEnary, who can navigate both worlds, could hold a unique advantage. In today's environment, knowing how to capture attention and convey a message is just as crucial as mastering policy. The future of politics might depend on those who can do both, and some believe McEnary could be at the forefront of that trend. Fox's move toward broader appeal. Rumors are swirling that Kayleigh McEnary's possible exit from Fox News could signify a pivotal moment for the network, which is reportedly reassessing its direction. For years, Fox News has reportedly been the dominant force in conservative media, but it now faces increasing competition from more extreme outlets like Newsmax and One America News, OAN. Some speculate that McEnary's potential departure could signal Fox is rethinking its approach, possibly aiming to distance itself from these more radical competitors while still maintaining its core conservative audience. Insiders suggest that McEnary was integral to shaping Fox's image, especially during and after the Trump administration. Her presence was viewed as a symbol of the network's close alignment with Trump-era politics. However, her possible exit might hint at a subtle shift in strategy, as Fox could be trying to broaden its appeal, seeking to attract conservatives looking for a calmer, more thoughtful presentation of news. There's talk that the network may want to step back from the fiery, combative style that has characterized some of its hosts and pundits, possibly moving toward in-depth, substantive reporting. This rumored shift could draw in viewers who have grown tired of the constant shouting and prefer a more measured approach to the news. In this period of change, personalities like Faulkner are reportedly becoming even more important. With her experience, she could help guide the network through this evolution while ensuring that it stays true to its audience. At the same time, there are whispers that Fox may need to introduce new voices that reflect the diversity within the conservative movement. With a presidential election on the horizon, it's thought that it will be crucial for the network to appeal to a broader spectrum of right-leaning voters, from traditional conservatives to more moderate viewers. This might also mean being more careful in how they handle contentious topics, particularly those that became flashpoints during Trump's presidency. The goal would be to retain middle-ground viewers who may be put off by the more extreme elements of the conservative media landscape. McEnary's possible departure may be part of a larger plan to soften Fox's tone, making the network less harsh and more palatable to a wider audience. It could also reflect her recognition that the conservative movement is evolving. While Donald Trump remains a powerful figure in the Republican Party, there is now a broader range of conservative voices, some of whom are reportedly pushing for a return to traditional values, while others embrace the populism that rose during Trump's tenure. For McEnary, leaving now might be seen as a strategic move. She could still leverage her ties to the Trump administration while recognizing that the movement is changing. As the conservative landscape shifts, public figures like her might need to adjust their messaging, focusing less on the controversies of the past and more on unifying issues like free speech and the economy. McEnary's post-Fox opportunities. It's hinted that Kayleigh McEnary's rumored departure from Fox News might just be a chapter in a much larger story. Across the media landscape, traditional figures are increasingly breaking free from network contracts to create their own platforms. This move gives them not only more control, but also the chance to build direct relationships with their audiences. McEnary could easily start a podcast or YouTube channel, continuing to voice her political opinions without the filter of a corporate newsroom. This kind of autonomy has allegedly reshaped the media world, especially within conservative circles. If McEnary were to take the independent route, she would be following a well-trodden path, as digital platforms like YouTube, Substack, and Patreon have reportedly become powerhouses, allowing people to create content on their terms. Just look at figures like Ben Shapiro or Dan Bongino. Both have supposedly built enormous followings through podcasts and online platforms, bypassing traditional media gatekeepers and thriving in a digital-first environment. The appeal appears obvious. They speak directly to their audience, unfiltered, and the response has been massive. In this rumored new reality, big networks might no longer hold the exclusive keys to influence. Today, anyone with something compelling to say and a knack for engaging content is thought to be able to build a large and loyal audience. McEnary could seize this opportunity, embracing the freedom to create content her fans want, free from the corporate structure of Fox News. This isn't just about McEnary, though. Her possible move is seen as a representation of a broader change in how media works. It used to be that working your way up through established outlets was the only path to success. Now a laptop and a strong Wi-Fi connection could open doors that were once locked shut. This shift isn't just impacting those leaving networks, it's forcing companies like Fox to adapt as well. McEnary's alleged departure might give Fox a chance to refresh their lineup, perhaps by bringing in new voices or even diversifying their viewpoints to appeal to a broader audience. The media industry is said to be in constant flux, and staying relevant means staying flexible. New talent, new perspectives, and fresh energy are all part of that evolution. In the ever-changing world of news and commentary, personalities are learning to chart their own paths, taking risks that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. The media landscape is evolving, and McEnary's next move could be just one more sign of the times. Whether she decides to strike out on her own or follow a different path, one thing is clear. The days of relying solely on big networks for influence are quickly fading. As audiences shift their attention to more direct, personal connections with the voices they trust, we are potentially witnessing the beginning of a new era in media. McEnary's take on GOP diversity. As election season ramps up and political landscapes shift, rumors swirl around the future of Kayleigh McEnary at Fox News. Speculation about her potential departure comes at a crucial moment, with the conservative movement seemingly at a crossroads. The Grand Old Party, GOP, is preparing for the 2024 election, but the party's identity is in flux, leaving many to wonder what the future holds. In this context, the role of media figures like McEnary becomes even more critical. They do more than just report the news. They can shape the narrative, influencing which stories get attention and how they are told. During a recent segment on Fox News, McEnary offered a glowing review of Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump, commending him for reshaping the GOP into what she described as the party of diversity. Her comments came in the wake of discussions about Trump's rising popularity among Black and Latino voters, a demographic shift that could prove pivotal as the election draws closer. As the conversation unfolded on Outnumbered, McEnary and her co-host, Faulkner, reflected on the fast-approaching election. With just 14 days left, McEnary pointed out Trump's active outreach efforts, specifically mentioning a Latino roundtable he attended in Florida. She emphasized his focus on engaging with minority communities, a strategy that seems to be yielding results. Polling data backed up her claim, as a USA Today poll showed Trump with an 11-point lead among Latino voters, an outlier perhaps, but still significant. Fox News poll placed Vice President Kamala Harris ahead, though by a narrower margin than what Democrats enjoyed in the previous election cycle. McEnarys noted that Latino support for Trump stood at a remarkable +15 in their polls, with many voters trusting his stance on immigration. And it wasn't just Latino voters. Support from black voters was also on the rise. In a striking revelation, a Reuters poll showed that 1 in 4 black men under 50 supported Trump, a sharp contrast to the 5% the GOP secured from black men in 2008. McEnarys connected this shift to Trump's economic agenda, saying he had transformed the party into one that stood for diversity and the working class. She recalled how, when Trump first announced his candidacy in 2016, critics labeled him a racist and a xenophobe. Yet, McEnarys argued, many voters saw through those accusations and instead focused on his promises. Reflecting on Trump's first term, Faulkner highlighted his administration's economic successes, to which McEnarys added a striking detail from a Wall Street Journal article. During Trump's presidency, black men saw greater wage gains than their white counterparts, an unusual pattern during periods of economic growth. For McEnarys, this underscored Trump's broader appeal, cementing his transformation of the GOP and his impact on a changing electorate. In this narrative, McEnarys' role at Fox News becomes even more intriguing. As a key voice in the media, she not only provides commentary but plays a part in shaping the conservative movement itself, making her next moves all the more important to watch. Fox's future without McEnarys. If Kayleigh McEnary leaves Fox News, it would not just be a personal career move. It would also send ripples throughout the network and the broader political landscape. For years, Fox News has been viewed as the go-to platform for many Republican politicians looking to reach their base, often relying on trusted personalities like McEnarys to help convey their message. These relationships are not just about airtime. They may involve crafting a narrative, building rapport, and ensuring their views are framed favorably. Should McEnarys decide to step away, those same politicians might find themselves at a crossroads. Who would be their next ally within Fox? Someone with her level of influence and trust. Losing a key voice like hers could force them to rethink how they connect with their supporters. Perhaps they might even start exploring other platforms as they look for new ways to engage. After all, in today's fast-evolving media world, maintaining that connection with voters is critical. Now imagine if McEnarys were to strike out on her own, creating her media platform. Given her loyal following, it's easy to picture a sizable chunk of her audience potentially following her there. Suddenly, Fox News could find itself competing for the same conservative audience it has held for years. Her departure would not just be a loss of one voice. It could represent the start of a fragmentation in conservative media, as her viewers explore new spaces for the kind of content they once found on Fox. The timing is significant. Across the media landscape, there's a growing hunger for substance over spectacle. Viewers appear less interested in the shouting matches of the past and more focused on content that digs deeper into the issues. This shift is something conservative media, including Fox News, may be picking up on as well. Could McEnarys' potential exit signal a broader transition, one where networks focus more on meaningful discussions rather than heated debates? Fox News might find itself at a pivotal moment. Audiences today have more choices than ever before, with online streaming, podcasts, and social media offering a dizzying array of options for consuming news. The challenge for Fox would be to balance the familiar formula that has worked for so long with the need to evolve and keep pace with a media environment that is changing by the day. Yet McEnarys' situation isn't just about Fox News. It's also said to be part of a much larger trend in media. Success today doesn't require a presence on a major network like it once did. Social media, podcasts, and independent platforms have reportedly created new avenues for people to build careers on their own terms. A figure like McEnarys could reach millions without ever appearing on a traditional TV screen. The definition of success has shifted. It's no longer about being on the biggest stage. It's about how many people you can reach and the influence you can wield. This change applies not just to McEnany, but to anyone in the media world today. Her career, spanning multiple platforms, is a testament to this new reality, proving that in today's world, you don't need the backing of a major network to make a significant impact. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications to stay updated with our latest content.